Hello everyone, it's me, Aponte, and this will be my first video for Glory on the Tabletop. Glory on the Tabletop is a side blog I'm running on Tumblr. It's pretty much dedicated to all things RPG, strategy, and tabletop. So, with that being said, our first video is focused on Dungeon Siege 2. In my opinion, one of the greatest dungeon crawler games I've ever played in a while. And I have played Dungeon Siege 3, but in my opinion, that game is just Diablo again. And don't get me wrong, Diablo 3 was a great game, but in like RPG wise, this game far has it beat with it, because it's just, you can do a lot more with the class system and shit, I guess. And that's pretty much what this video is about. I actually created a cleric class, which is kind of not really possible in this game because it doesn't have any holy magic, but the healing magic is all natural, like fucking with elves and druids and shit. So pretty much what I did was I fucking combined the combat class with the nature class, and I will show you how I did that, or not how I did that. I can't show you how I did that per se, but you'll see my character Dagor in action. This is him right here. So as you can probably tell by the picture, he's more combat cleric than fucking devoted cleric. If I wanted to make him devoted, I would just keep him like, you know, the natural nature class. So with that being said, let's actually get to see the gameplay in this game. Here we are. Excuse me. Here we are at one of the inns, and my mage character, Terror, just fucking summoned something for some unknown reason. So, yeah, this is my party. That big guy right over there is my frontline fighter. Now, usually in a game like this, that big guy would have been me, because, you know, I don't, every time I play a game like this, I'm the frontline fighter. That's just, you know, how I like to play shit. This time I decided, you know, I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna actually try to be the support class and not be a total idiot and just run out and just let everyone else worry about all the other stuff. And that is my ranger character back there. I don't know what the fuck her name is. So yeah, now let's just fucking, I guess I'll show you some of the my skill tree here. This is my combat skill tree. It's not too impressive, but I'm pretty much just working on, you know, my fucking constitution or vitality, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's the same shit. And my sword and, or my fucking weapon and shield combination. You know, I fucking staying cleric and shit, I have to use fucking blunt weapons, which I never understood why clerics could only use blunt weapons. It's like, here, you can't use a sword, but hey, if you want to bludgeon someone to death, God's alright with that. So anyway, that was pretty much my combat skill tree. It's, like I said, it's not much to look at, being that I just, I don't know. Well, in any case, while I'm doing all this shit, I'm like equipping gloves or whatever, I'll show you my natural fucking, and here is my natural skill tree. Again, not much to look at, being that I am split between two classes, which pretty much isn't a really good thing to do in this game. Like, multi-class tasking isn't a smart idea, but I had to do it if I wanted to be a cleric. So I'm pretty much just putting everything to my healing magic and my buffs. Oh, and one thing you guys should probably know is that I am not playing this game like live or anything as I'm doing this video. This was like an old video, and actually this skill tree isn't the skill tree I currently, well, it is the skill tree I currently have, but not during this video. I'm actually a few levels beyond the playing point right now. But so right now I'm just working on healing and doing all that while trying to balance out having good combat skills so I can actually defend myself. When I first started, I literally just had to spam fucking ice balls and shit. Ice bolt or whatever the fuck the spell's called. Because the healing natural magic shares it with earth and fucking ice as well. So you can use all those different spells. But I'm not trying to focus on those spells. I'm pretty much just focusing on healing in combat. So I just used those spells until my natural magic was fucking high enough to actually use real fucking healing spells. Two of the healing spells are actually automatic, like you don't have to fucking do anything. But most of the buffs are you have to cast them. And I will show you actually the spell book, all the current spells I'm currently using. Here is my spell book. As you can see, I have Wrath of Bear at the top, which increases the strength of my party by, I don't know, 10% for like 2 minutes. And then under that is, I think it's the Earth one, which increases your max HP by a certain amount for a certain amount of time. And then the Wind Embellish, or whatever the fuck that spell is called. I can't even fucking read it on this video. It increases the speed, and then the Lesser Healing Rain puts a regeneration on the entire party for a certain amount of time. And the two spells there under those are the automatic ones, which is my basic healing, which does the healing, and the Lesser Nourishment, which puts regeneration on one party member for a certain amount of time, which versus actually using the healing rain, I guess works out. Those spells on the bottom there are my reserve spells, and I have Lesser Resurrection, which resurrects a party member. There's actually your party members can either get knocked out or they can just die, which if they die, they're just fucked unless you have a resurrection scroll or, Lesser Resurrection, which I have. Under that is Lesser Ice Bolt, which, like I said, I don't use. Summon Teleporter is always useful. I always keep that in reserve. And then Summon Raptor, which I also don't use. And as you can see, my Cleric at work auto-casting healing spells. So yeah, that's that, and we're about to get ambushed. So when I pretty much just spam all of my buffs, and then I just fucking smack people, and then I'll just let the guy do the healing on his own. And whenever I get a level up, I'll split the points between healing. And speaking of level up, I'll split the points between healing and working on my shield. Oh, the superpower, which I'll just call it an ulti for fucking lack of a better term. My ulti is a buff which makes everyone invulnerable for a certain period of time, which I imagine it's about, I don't know, 30 seconds. I don't quite remember. And yeah, that comes in handy when I'm fucking murking a group of fucking meerkats or whatever the fuck those things were. I think they're called scath. Or, gnolls, whatever you want to call them, but in this game they're called scath. So, that's pretty much that. I guess now we'll just watch these guys go at it.